Let me see if I can summarize this to the best of my ability, because yesterday all of this was going down and I had literally no idea what was going on. So basically there's this 15-year-old girl named Liz and this 18-year-old named Cammy, all right? Now, this Cammy kid, he's kind of like a lolcow to John Swan's friend group. John and his friends, you know, they don't really like him, at least not now, I don't think. And they didn't really like him before. You guys remember that meme where, like, you know, Aiden was like, oh, this kid, we got video of Cammy eating his own shit or something like that, right? Like, they would fuck with this kid constantly, right? He's kind of like, what I imagine Cammy was to them is basically like how Smaggle is to us, but if we, like, actually, like, hated Smaggle, basically. Cammy and this girl were having some sort of like sexting relationship or something like that, right? And this girl ended up going to John Swan about it and basically explaining that like she felt like, well, it's a little bit confusing, right? So at first the story was she went to John and she explained that she felt like she was being groomed by this guy and she wanted to like come out with this document or something, right? But then we found out that that wasn't really the case. Somebody else who we still don't know gave her the idea to put this like information into a document and to come out against it, right? The likelihood of what's going on here is that somebody in John's group, anybody in John's group, doesn't like Cammy. And so when they saw this information, they saw this as like a prime opportunity to completely shit on this guy, which is reprehensible, right? Because look, the relationship 15 to 18, I mean, it's literally the high school context, fucking meme or situation. I'm pretty sure all of you guys really know what my stance is on that. I think a 15-year-old, 18-year-old relationship is kind of crusty. I don't think it should be encouraged, but at the same time, like, I don't instantly get up in arms when I hear like something like that is going on, right? It's not like I think this is great or I think like all 18-year-olds should hook up with 15-year-olds. It's not that like black or white or nuanced, or sorry, it's not, there's more nuance to it, is what I'm trying to say, right? So when I hear a relationship is going on between like an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, I don't instantly assume that it's like, you know, the worst thing in the world. Certainly there's some situations where I think it's totally appropriate and fine. There's probably other situations where it's not. It really just depends. But on its own, I'm neutral to it, right? But it's very obvious that whoever was in charge of writing this document, or well, the multiple people that were in charge of writing this document, I think it's pretty fair to say that they definitely didn't like Cammy, and I think it's fair to come to the conclusion that they wanted to fuck him up, basically, right? At least that's how I see it from this situation, okay? I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck here because I'm trying to balance it. Like, I still want to be fair to them as much as possible, but at the same time, it's kind of like, it's almost like obvious what I'm looking at here, right? It's very obvious that this girl was manipulated by somebody into thinking that she got groomed and thinking that something awful happened to her. This document was not her product. This was a product of other people behind her, and it's pretty obvious to me that this document was released to fuck up Cammy. And we're gonna get into why I think that in a second here. Somebody asked her who made the doc, and she said, haha, yeah, Emma and Swan. Do not make it public or anything, I'd rather not. Well, I guess obviously it didn't stay private because I have access to it or something. I don't even know, was I supposed to show that? I don't even know. Oops. Wait, I actually don't know if that's like public or not. I just realized. Well, I guess it doesn't matter anyway. I'm assuming that's what came out. I don't know. That's just what got sent to me. Honestly, I don't really give a fuck. So John denies writing the document. John claims that he only really sort of, you know, helped write it in the sense of like, there was like a few sentences that he edited, and he was also in charge of putting together the group chat that would then go on to write the document. But John denies writing the document, at least. I asked John, I was like, is it fair to say you're at least like an editor of this? And he agreed that he was like an editor, but like with the caveat that he only edited like a few sentences basically or something like that. So right now, basically the whole debate is how much involvement did John have? Because John went on Destiny's stream and said that he had no involvement, right? We're gonna get into that. Then screenshots start leaking, indicating that John had more involvement, significantly more involvement than he was letting on. So then John had to come out basically say like, oh, well, I didn't have that much involvement. I only did a little bit here. And then everybody else is, well, you're a lying cocksucker, so fuck you, basically. Like you obviously are like a little bit deeper in this than you're letting on. Realistically, I think the truth probably lies somewhere in the middle. I think John definitely had more involvement than he's letting on. But at the same time, I don't know necessarily if John was like the mastermind or like the sole executive producer of this fucking document. I don't know if he was like that deep in it, but I think it was definitely more deep than he's letting on, at least. I feel like the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. A message from Liz. The reason I want to come out about this is because what I think he did as of now wasn't okay. I wish he didn't do any of this shit to me. It's what should be said because he could easily do this again to anyone. I'll say this, I didn't think he would sex me at all, but since it happened, what's happened has happened. It started off on March 28th after I ranted to him about my previous relationship and the problems I had in it. I had told him about how much I lacked affection and didn't really have many people to talk to. After that, he started making advances on me. It started off as sexual jokes at first, and then he actually seemed to gain pleasure out of it. I'll make this clear right now. He knew my age. He even asked for my birthday. He asked me if I turned 16 this year, and I said yes. I was really happy about me and him having birthdays in the same month. Also mentioned that he said he was turning 19 this year, which means he's 18 as of now. After I got happy, he called me cute, which made me flustered because I told him I get flustered easily, which made him think that was cute. Cam used me for his own sexual pleasure when I was in a vulnerable state. He knew what he was doing was wrong, comparing his actions to those of people who have been canceled from the community. He said how I made him happy. He called me cute, said I was his darling. He made me feel appreciated and loved, but all he ever wanted was sexual pleasure, and he used me to get what he wanted. I'm ashamed that I ever took part in any of it. Most of you reading this will be familiar with Cam I, at Signal Mail Quotes, a small commentator known in this community. He's 18 years old as of writing this document, and for the past couple of weeks, he has been involved with Lizard, a 15-year-old, in an incredibly explicit and upsetting relationship. These conversations took place from March 27th, 2022 to April 13th, 2022, and they are fucking disgusting. So let me break this down here. What they say in the document is fucking disgusting. Is the sexting, basically. Like the messages and stuff like that, right? That's the disgusting part. Here's the deal. This is gonna be like a big shocker to everybody. All sexting looks degenerate and cancer. If it's a 15-year-old sexting with an 18-year-old, or if it's a 30-year-old sexting with a 35-year-old, it's still gonna look crusty at the end of the day, right? Sexting is inherently gross. I mean, think about it logically, right? Like intimate conversations aren't meant to be fucking, showcased publicly. There's supposed to be no other people involved in the fucking conversations, right? So it's like when they say that it's disgusting, I would agree with that, but it's like, what do they mean by that, right? Because the whole argument that it seems like people, I guess the main writer of this was Haha Yeah, who's a other commentator, and he kept giving this a caveat to Destiny where he was like, oh, I don't think Cammy's a pedophile. I just think that he's, fucking gross, and I think you should stop doing it. And it's like, okay, what's the gross part? It's gross to sext? I don't think that's the argument that they're making. That's an argument that I would make, but I don't think that's the argument they're making. It just sounds like a situation where it's like people want this kid to be a fucking pedo, but he's not. So then people are like, oh, well, I acknowledge that he's not a pedophile, but he's weird. Who gives a fuck if he's weird? Define weird. Is weird just having a sexual conversation with somebody? Is that the basis of weird? Because a lot of people are fucking weird if that's the case. That's just reality, right? What's the explicitly weird part here? What's the questionable behavior? I guess if you have a moral issue with the relationship and the age gap, that's one thing, right? But even still, it's it just sounds like people want to call him a pedo, but they know that he's not. So they're like, oh, well, he's not a pedo. He's just okay. Then why are you writing a document then? Why does this need to be a document? If he's just weird and you're his friend and you think he's doing weird shit, just message him and be like, hey, bro, I think you're doing some weird ass shit. I don't like it. That's what you do, right? Would you leave your 15-year-old family member alone with Cammy? No, but I wouldn't leave a 15-year-old family member alone with anybody on the internet or outside. I don't know. I don't really think that question means anything. Cam took advantage of a minor in a vulnerable position and used her for his pleasure. He was the one who initiated the conversation and pivoted to talking about sexual subjects within 1.5 hours of the very first private convo with Liz. He continued with extremely explicit sexting for 2 weeks. To be clear, there was no IRL contact and there were no nudes exchanged. There was an alleged incident where Cam offered to send a nude image of himself, but it was quickly deleted. We have a conversation that Liz claims to be fallout from that offer, but no proof of the actual message. Even with that being said, the messages still stand for themselves and they are vile. See, this word vile, what does that mean? I mean, yeah, they're vile, sure. If you mean that in the most literal sense that they're disgusting, yeah, sure. But when you say disgusting, the connotation is that there's something tragically immoral happening here or something. I mean, let's just be honest. When you hear disgusting, you think pedophilia. Is that not fair, chat? When I hear the messages are vile, the messages are disgusting, I feel like the author of this is trying to put into my head that this guy's a pedo. Even if they're not explicitly saying it, they're trying to give me this image that this guy is a total depraved monster. Cam cannot excuse his behavior by saying it was a while ago. The last sexual conversation was a few days ago. Jesus, dude, that's the worst post not clarity ever. Cam cannot excuse his behavior by saying he didn't know the age. He clarified Liz's age immediately before he engaged in these explicit conversations. He also compares himself to Vex Says Stuff before shrugging it off and saying it's not as bad. For those of you not familiar with the case, Vex was an 18-year-old sexting a 15-year-old, same age gap, similar messages. Cam denounced Vex for this behavior and even mentions it in the messages themselves. So this is like one thing they got against him, right? It seems like Cam's a hypocrite. Okay, you got him there probably, unless there's something I'm missing here. It seems like he's a pretty big hypocrite, right? So I guess that's a decent point, but I don't know. Again, like, I don't know why this needs to be in a document here. And to be fair, I don't necessarily blame like the 15-year-old girl because it's obvious to me that she's being manipulated here. I guess she has like some agency too, right? She has like some amount of responsibility as well, but it's like 15-year-old girl is being told by a bunch of people that something awful happened to her and she needs to like come out with a fucking document or something. It's like the adults in the room are supposed to be like the people that, you know, are responsible for this type of situation, right? And it seems like to me that the people that were the adults here is like John Swan and Emma and anybody else that was like over the age of like 18, because a lot of people that were involved in this were like fucking kids or whatever, minors. Is Bunk involved in this? Is Skipper involved in this? I'm asking genuinely. In total, there were 220 screenshots of these conversations, the worst of which will be included in the document. Just the screen recordings that contain a clear scroll through the messages, tapping Cam's. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Let's just look at the images, because is this just gonna like show the image and then like explain it for me? I don't need it to explain it for me. I can just look at them. Bunk's not involved and Skipper's not either. Skipper tweeted about the doc before it came out, but I'm not sure of his involvement. All right, let's see this here. Cammy. Hey, girl. Hey, what's up, Cammy? Just thought I'd message you since I talk to you daily. How sweet. That comes off as sarcastic, but I'll ignore it. No, it's not. It's not. It isn't sarcastic. Better not be, LMAO. I wouldn't be sarcastic like that to my friends. That's cute. Also, sorry if I made you uncomfortable earlier. It's fine. You sure? You can tell me. I'm sure. I would say if I was. Hee hee hee. Hee hee. You're so kind. How? What do you mean how? You're literally really kind and genuinely nice to talk with. Maybe you're the kind one. No, not as kind as you. Shush. You're much more. This is retarded. This is so retarded. This is gay. This is fucking gay. Shush. You're more kind. No, you're kinder than me. How? You genuinely make me happy. Happier than ever. Well, I'm glad to hear that. You make me happy too. Aw, thanks. You're so nice, hee hee hee. No problem. What date? May 9th. 5 days before mine. That's so cool. LMAO, you're literally creaming. This is how I know that I've infiltrated this community. Oh my. What the? You're literally creaming because we have birthdays in the same month. That's something I would say. Jesus Christ, dude. LMAO, you're literally creaming because we have birthdays in the same month. Haha. Shush, I'm happy. Make me shush. I'm kidding. Oh, blush face. Too much? Why do you Why did he say too much? No, I'm just laughing. Seemed like one of those flustered laughs, LMAO. And you're 16? Turning 16, yes. I'm gonna be 16 this year, so partially right, yes. Lol, I'm 19 in a month and a bit. When's your birthday, by the way? May 14th. Ooh, we have the same birthday month. You seem excited about that. Well, of course I do. I like it when my friends have the same birthday month as me. That's so cute. Aw, thanks. No problem. What date? The 9th. No, but for real, I've made many jokes. Yeah, cope-harder, LMAO. I'm not coping. That's what they all say. Nah, Cammy. I make those jokes a lot. Sure you do, buddy. Why do all these people speak like me? All of these people like literally like use my words and my mannerisms and my like typing and speaking style. Why do they all talk like me? Cope plus ratio plus you're creaming your pants. The RFC accent. Bro, I literally am the cult leader though. It's so funny, right? Because people always say stuff like, you know, oh, the commenter community is just the RFC community. And it's like, I mean, it's kind of true though. Nobody else in this fucking shit show of a community has like this kind of like audience. And I say that negatively and positively. Like, I don't know if anyone else that has like my type of fan base in this community, except for like maybe like bigger channels or something, but certainly somebody my size. I make those jokes a lot. Sure you do, buddy, LMAO. I'm sure. Stop to cap. Okay, I don't say that. I've never said that before. I've never said stop to cap before. There is no cap, buddy. I'm just a very sexual person, sadly. Can relate, lol. It's pain, like literal pain. Don't you have a boyfriend? Yeah, I do. I talk to him every day. You sure? You can tell me. Okay, these DMs are out of order, by the way, because I'm noticing this DM is dated March 28th at 2:33 p.m. But then this is March 28th at 2:21 p.m. But then this is 3:35. These are all like out of order. I don't know. Cammy says, you sure? You can tell me. I'm sure. I would say if I was. Just making sure. All right, thanks, Cammy. I was jokingly going to DM you, linking your reply, telling me to shush, saying make me, but I think that would have been a bit too far. Blush face. I probably shouldn't have said that, lol. Tis fine. I'm used to it, LMFAO. What do you mean you're used to it? sexual jokes, lol. I've made way too many. Yeah. Jokes, buddy. No, but for real, I've made many jokes. Yeah, cope harder, LMAO. Yes, indeed. Aw, did I make you flustered? I do get flustered easily, so like, yes, that's cute. But I should probably stop considering the age gap, lol. Hee. And I don't want you to be uncomfy or feel weird around me. I never do. Which one? Both. That's even cuter. Ah, thanks. No problem. Hee. You're nicer. Hee. Not as nice as you, though. All right, now we're getting back into like brain cancer. Shush. Make me. I will, cutie. Oh? Yeah. Oh, hee. Was that weird? No, lol. Hee. You dummy. You're the dummy. No, you are. No. Nah, you're dummy thick. Hee. Oh, sorry. Was that weird? What? Dude, you're fucking with my immersion here, right? I'm trying to get immersed in these DMs, and then you had to like break the fourth wall here and ask if it was weird. Come on now. All right, how much longer does this fucking go? And is there like multiple of these that I have to read? Because if so, I don't know how much of this I can take. There's like 200 pages of DMs? What? See, I'm sitting here reading this. I'm like, when will it get to like the incriminating part? But it's just like all this bullshit. Why did she dump everything? Okay then. Well, sorry, was that weird? No, LMAO. I'm quite used to joking like this. Yeah, just jokes. Oh, you want to bet, big man? Yeah, I do. Not so big, girl. Shh. Make me. Oh, really? Maybe. Dummy. You're a dummy. No, you are. Shush you. Is this just wait a minute. Hold on now. Hold on now. Make me. What do you want me to do? Spank you? I feel like we're like reading the same DMs. It's like, it's all the same. Like, I feel like I've read these before, but then it just gets to that. Maybe. Haha. Slap. I bet you'd like that. Maybe I would. All right, this is retarded. How much more? Okay. I feel weird because these are like kids, right? I'm already knee deep in anyway. I'm trying to like understand like what like the overtly gross or vile nature of these DMs are, right? Because outside of it being just like weird, it's as weird as any other sexting is. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to like look for like what makes this in particular like the fucking worst thing in the world, right? Because like they were literally acting, they were like making memes comparing Cammy to like fucking Jeffrey Epstein, and they were saying that he's like the worst person in the world. And like even when I was talking with John about it, I'm like, what is like so bad about like this, like other than the fact that it's sexting? What sexting wouldn't read like this? I don't know how you sext and it doesn't look cringe. I don't know if that's like possible. Like all sexting, if you remove it outside of the context of it being an intimate conversation with somebody that, you know, you're sexting with, if you remove it from that like context, it becomes cringe by default. There's no way to sex and not look cringe. So what makes this worse than any other situation? And so far, I'm not really seeing anything. That just sounds like literally just two kids fucking flirting. Oh, you're cute. Oh no, you're cuter. It's like, all right, dude. I guess we're getting into the more sexual part though. I don't know. I just don't really see how it's like the worst thing in the world. Haha, slap. I bet you like that. Maybe I would. Good girl. Oh, me a good girl? Sorry, was that weird? Stop! That's worse. That's worse than the sexting, is asking if it's weird. No, I'm just kidding. You should always make sure you're not violating boundaries. No, LMAO. Is it weird to you? Not really. Just scared of weirding you out. Nah, you aren't weirding me out. Like I said, I am like this sometimes. Yeah, me too. I guess we're both affection deprived, hee. Oh yes, I guess we both are, hee. That's cute. Oh, is it really? Yeah, that is an issue. Never an issue. Good girl. I'm a good girl indeed. Yeah, because you're sweet and kind. Aw, thanks. No problem, Liz. You're really nice. Hee, I try. You don't have to try too hard, do you, darling? I have to, though. I'm not saying you haven't. I thought you meant that. It's fine, don't worry. Sorry, I worry a lot sometimes. Lol, it's okay. Just be overthinking a little. I'm always gonna be fine with you doing it. Oh, sorry. I'm always gonna be fine with you, though. Boo-woo. That's sweet. Good girl. Jesus Christ, man. Ah, thanks. No problem, sweetie. BRB, I'm gonna go in the shower. All right. I bet you wanna join me, though. Maybe. It's okay. You could be honest. Make me. I'll make you. Indeed. I mean, like, here's the deal, right? There doesn't seem to be that much, like, substance to these conversations. You know what I mean? If this is representative of what their entire conversations are, literally all the DMs are like, you're cute. No, you. No, you. I'll bet you wanna touch my pee-pee. No, you. It's like, that's like the extent of their fucking conversations, right? It's not like they're having like deep conversations about like their personal lives or, you know, intense like back and forth or, you know, it just seems like, I don't know. There's not really much going on here. If anything, she's fucked up for cheating, lol. Motherfuckers can't be faithful nowadays. Yeah, I suppose. Why do we have 1,000 viewers watching this horse shit? This is supposed to be a small stream. Go away. Stop tuning in and watching me read all this cancer. Fuck off. Oh? Indeed. I'll be right back. All right. Try not to miss me. Also, what did you say earlier? Oh, nothing. Something that was pretty weird and I shouldn't have said. Also, I'm back. Oh, okay. Welcome back. Glad to be back. How was your day? It was actually pretty good, to be honest. I tried finishing up some work today. That's great to hear. What have you been working on? World history work and work for my Spanish class. Did you get it all done? I actually got a hang of my algebra work today, and I almost got it done. Congratulations, I'm proud of you. Thanks, I appreciate it. What about you? How was your day? See, this is boring. Fuck this. Mine was fine. I had the day off college, so I haven't done much. Is there more? The fuck did I just... Oh my god, I just loaded more. Just I'm talking about college and stuff like that. I don't really care about that. At least I can talk to you. Well, yeah, I'm always open to talk to, so I literally don't do much, to be honest. Especially me, because I'm your favorite. Maybe you are my favorite, who knows? Heh, don't lie. What am I, As in, what are you to me? Yes, I'm very curious. Maybe you're my favorite. Oh, really? Got to share the favoritism mutually, heh. Thanks. No, thank you. Glad the comfort is shared. I like talking with you. I like talking to you too. You're so nice and sweet. You're nicer and sweeter. Not that sweet, come on. I think you are. Aw, thanks. No problem, cutie. I'm no cutie. I think you are, so shush. Make me. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Maybe I would. Maybe I'd like it too, even though I like talking to you. You like it too? Yeah, I would. Got an issue? No issue. Good girl! Ah, good girl! That's just what I hear whenever I read this shit. This is the first day? Wait, what? This is the first day? Oh, wait. When did they start talking again? Let me remind myself when that happened. March 27th. So this is like one day in. And they're already fucking knee deep in there. I bet you are. Oh, God. Every time I stop reading, something terrible happens. I'll bet you are. I'll bet you're a good little slut, too. Maybe I am. Well, yes, I am, actually. I wonder who for, though. I wonder who, too. Well, I think you would know. Yes, and you would know too. Are you liking this? Kinda. Aw, why is that? I don't know. Have you talked to anyone like this before? Yeah, I have quite a lot. Yeah, same here to be honest. I'm very hypersexual. I am too, but I feel bad for liking this because it's just a joke for you, lol. Wait, you're hypersexual? I didn't think you would be. Why not? You poke fun at others for being sexual, LMAO, but hey, I don't mind sexual combos with you. Fair. But don't mind doesn't really suggest, wait, what? Fair, but don't mind doesn't really suggest you want to. Yes, and you would know too. And why would I know? Oh, you'll have to figure it out. Or you could be a good girl and tell me. Maybe it's for you. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Maybe, but would you? Maybe I would. I have a feeling that it's more than just a joke, hee hee. And why is that, Oh, no reason. Maybe I'm getting the wrong impression. Oh, really? Maybe. Fair, but I don't really mind suggesting that you want to. Hey, I literally made jokes back, but I did kind of like this, to be honest. I just don't want to admit it because I thought you'd think I'm weird. Are you not just saying that because I'm liking this? I'm being serious right now. I feel very, yeah. H-word, LMAO? Yeah. Horny. Aww. Why do you respond like that? Eep, it feels embarrassing just telling people about it because I think I weird out others. And then she says, you poked fun at others for being sexual. I don't think I did it because they're being sexual though, to be fair. Maybe. What do you mean by that? You can guess. I think I made things weird. Should I go? No, you're fine. Or do you feel weird? Well, I think I've gotten the wrong idea. What do you mean? Never mind. Are you? Am I what? Nothing. No say. So this is like the disconnect that I have between like this like document and like the fucking DMs here, right? Because it seems like what she's saying in the document, I was used for sexual gratification and I wasn't cool with it, right? But then when you look at the DMs that she released in the document, right? Or whoever wrote this, whatever like mysterious madman wrote this document, it seems like in the DMs that they're releasing, at least so far that we read it, it doesn't really seem like there's, you know, inappropriate, like at the very least, I mean, yeah, inappropriate behavior, sure, but it's like, it seems like they're both in on it. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like he's just like, yeah, you want my cock? You want my fucking cock, dude? And then she's just like, no, stay away from me. Sure, I guess. I don't know. I'm being manipulated. No. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really seem like that's what's happening. I don't know. I mean, maybe it changes or something, but I don't know. By the way, if you couldn't tell, how I care about covering these stories nowadays is so different than a year ago. A year ago, I'd be like, we gotta be like careful and treat this with respect. We gotta be careful with how we talk about this. Now I'm just like, nah, I don't give a fuck. All I'm saying is like, look, okay? It doesn't seem like anything I would fucking get upset over. I don't know. It's literally just two teenagers talking. I don't know. I'm like really fucking horny. Me too. I'm so embarrassed. Is that bad considering I'm 3 years older than you? Nah. You sure? You think it's weird? I mean, it could be since I said Vex is weird and I'm doing a similar thing. Oh, it's fine though with me. You sure? I just don't want you to come back to this at a later date and feel like I took advantage of you. Whoa. Lol? Wait a minute. I'm sure. And then she says, wait a minute. What the? Okay, I gotta save that. Just gotta, and keep in mind, right? They released this, right? These aren't DMs that Cammy released to save his ass. These came out in the original allegation. So credit to Cammy. It seems like he kind of covered his fucking bases here. It seems like he was smart enough to realize, where this could go in the future. And he wanted to make sure, like, look, just so everything's clear here, I just want to make sure at a later date, you don't feel like I took advantage of him. So it kind of seems like he covered his bases here, I'm sure. Just got to make sure you're comfortable. Oh, LMAO. It feels embarrassing just telling people about it because I think it's weird for others. Don't worry about it. I think the only person I made fun of was Noxalish. The rest were people like Vex and Mr. Nobody. Lol, all right. Sorry, I probably killed the mood. No, it's fine. You didn't at all. How did he not kill the mood by talking about this? Well, do you want to continue? Sure. You sure? You seemed hesitant. I'm sure. I'm really positive. Oh, do you want the cami cock? Let's fucking go! You want this cami cock, don't you? See, in my head, okay, I'm thinking, I'm like, how is it going to transition from, are you comfortable with this? Okay, sure, let's go back into sexing with each other. How is it going to, like, transition back into this? Fucking flawless transition right there. Holy shit. This man is a pussy slayer. This man is a total pussy slayer. Holy shit. He's a giga chad. You want this cami cock? Could you imagine if I walked up to a girl and I was like, you want this Augie cock? Like, it sounds retarded when he says cami cock. It would sound retarded if he had literally any other name too. You want this Augie cock? You want this Augie cock? I'll bet you want this Augie cock, don't you, little girl? Could you imagine saying that? Could you imagine that? Duh, these people are fucking insane, all of them. I'm sure. Well, we can continue if you want. You must really like this, eh? Why do you say that? You seem entertained. Maybe I'm a little slut. Maybe you just wanted to be my little slut, hee hee. Maybe I will be your little slut. This is like sexting. This is like baby's first It's like baby's first sexting, dude. Like, the way they're talking, it's like neither of these people have any fucking clue what they're doing. You know what I mean? Oh my god, this is too funny to me. This is too fucking funny, bro. I can't take any of this shit seriously anymore. I'm gonna become totally unhinged. Yeah, clip everything. This is hilarious. What are you gonna do for me then, my little slut? This is how it's like if Cammy had like dude, wait a minute, hold on now. Wait a minute. Hold on, you know what I just thought of? How did Cammy succeed at a younger age of getting a sex slave better than Flamenco? Because Flamenco wanted a sex slave, but he said nobody responded to him. Well, meanwhile, you got Cammy over here, the absolute player on Discord. How did he own Flamenco? Anything you want me to do. Well, what are you into? Anything fun? Haha, being vague, aren't you? Yes, I am. Naughty, naughty. I may need to spank you so you... so you can me what you like, haha. I guess that meant you can tell me what you like. I bet you wish I was doing it to you though. Maybe I do. Maybe I'd have to use my fingers as well as my tongue. Good lord, man. Holy shit. Maybe I'd have to use my fingers and my tongue. Dude, you know what I imagine when I hear him say stuff like that? Maybe I'd have to use my fingers and my tongue. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy is awesome. Maybe you could do, I don't mind. But would you want that? Yes, I would. Well, I better lay you back, spread your legs super wide, and start gently tasting you. I'd love that. And while tasting you, I'd slide 2 fingers inside and start gently sliding them back and forth. Why is he describing fingering in like the worst way possible? I wonder what else you would feel. What? Who knows? Naughty, naughty. I may need to spank you so you can tell me what you like. Oh, spank me then. I will. I'll bend you over my knee, lift up your skirt, and roughly spank you. Got a problem with that? Why did you say problem after that? I'll bend you over and fuck you in the ass. Mad? I'm like losing self-respect for myself reading this. You seem very entertained. You want me to stop? Nah, it's fine. I already well, doesn't seem like you're enjoying it. Dude, I am. Okay, sorry. Oh, you got cameo stuff. Is this the Cammy question? Bro, I've got no questions here, dude. Only answers. I'm learning so much right now. Cammy is literally the most based man alive. It's difficult to, like, compete with him, I think, honestly. I am literally wet as shit. That's hot, not gonna lie. I am literally wet as shit. That's hot. He's, like, soying out to it. She's like, I'm wet as shit. He's just like, that's hot. Dude, this guy is awesome. I'm like so fucking giggly right now. Maybe I should put something in your mouth to make you stop giggling. Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe you should. And slide it back and forth in your mouth, down your throat. Hee hee hee. Oh, really? Yeah, hee hee. As long as you'd like it. I'd like it a lot. What took you so long to type that, darling? A little busy right now. What? What is she, like doing the laundry or something for her family in the middle of this? I wonder what you're doing. Who knows what I'm doing? Maybe I'll continue tasting and Okay, Jesus, dude. Maybe I'll continue tasting and fingering you until you finish all over my face and tongue. I bet you'd like how I taste. Ooh, have you tasted yourself? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you should taste me if you'd like it. Are you thinking of something else you could do to me? Writing you. Okay, this is just, we're starting to reach my limit. You know what I mean? Wait a minute, dude. We're still on March 28th? Dog, wait a minute, dude. We're still on the first day of them speaking to each other. Is this the plot line to Boy Soprano? Dude, how long does it go? It's just more sexting. I haven't had sex since I was 17. Winky face. I need a refresher. This man, dude. This dude. I haven't had sex since I was 17. I might need a refresher. I haven't been this hard for a while. Jesus, man. But like, okay. Notice how like in these DMs, right? There's multiple times where he like literally like breaks the fucking immersion. And he's literally saying stuff like, it's up to you. I don't want to continue if you're not into it. Like, do you feel uncomfortable? He's honestly, he's doing it too much, right? He's like constantly like breaking immersion, being like, are you okay with this? Are you comfortable with this? Is this cool with you? Are you fine with this? Do you feel used right now? Like he's literally like, you know, we're laughing right now, right? But I mean, realistically, it seems like he's kind of covering his bases here. Granted, he's a hypocrite. He's caught up people for the same thing before. But it's like, it's not like he's like super like rapey in these fucking DMs or anything close to that, where he's just sitting here like, yeah, you're gonna fucking suck my cock, and you're gonna like it. You're gonna do it whether you like it or not. You know, he's not saying anything like that, you know? He seems to like, this seems to be like pretty, you know, whatever, consensual. I don't know. Not that they were accusing him of rape or anything, but it's like, again, they're saying it's not pedophilia, it's just vile behavior. Okay. I mean, if anybody else who was like a part of this document has ever sexted anybody in their life, then they're also hypocrites too, right? You know what I mean? All right. At this point, it's getting, wait a minute, hold on now. Do you like rough or soft? Good one. It seems like most of it's just the same thing or whatever. I'm just not very trusting. Oh, this kid's trust issues are probably fucked from this. I feel bad for him. I really do. Is there anything else I should read from this shit, or do we kind of get the point here? I feel like we kind of get the idea of what's going on here. Well, actually, let's scroll, like, because we're still on, like, the first day. Like, so this is all from day one. Boy, they had a long day. Yeah, I don't know. That's all from the first day. Cammy confirms Liz's age, implies that she's creaming because their birthdays are in the same month, and even acknowledges that he should not be talking like this considering the age gap. He says he doesn't want Liz to feel uncomfortable around him, while not stopping to consider that he's the adult in the situation, before implying she'd like to shower with him. He also asked for her Snapchat, which Lizard doesn't have, fortunately. There is a lot of degeneracy in these posts, so it's important to highlight other unacceptable behaviors. Cammy not only compared what he was doing to two pedophiles/groomers who have since been ousted from the community, he then proceeded to sex with a 15-year-old minutes after finding out she was 15 and following it up with calling her friends annoying. So the next day, Liz mentions that she's at school, and at one point she says she needs to BRB because she's in class. This doesn't stop Cammy from sending more incredibly explicit messages while she's in school. Okay, who cares? Talking about spanking and how he'd inappropriately touch her, mentioning that hopefully she wouldn't mind his middle and index fingers investigating the wetness, as well as calling Liz a darling, a good girl, slut, and a whore constantly. Once again, he acknowledges the age gap, that it's inappropriate, mentioning that he thinks he's ruining things by talking with Liz in that manner. However, this doesn't stop him from continuing. How much fucking loaded up shit is from here? Jesus, there's so much. Holy shit. Is there like a single person on earth who's read all of these? March 31st, more explicit conversations on the 31st. Cam interestingly mentions that Liz should talk to somebody about their hypersexuality while also benefiting from the sexual conversations they've been having. In fact, Cam is arguably the more sexual one out of the two, as he is the one that initiates the majority of sexual conversations with Liz. April 2nd, 2022, more talk of spanking. This is just written fantastically. More talk of spanking. You're really sweet and nice. I'm glad we're friends, dude. Oh, you're too kind. Oh, come on. I'm not that kind. You're much kinder. Shush you. No, make me. I might have to. It's just the same shit over again. More talks of spanking. April 5th, 2022. In addition to more of the pet names that should be expected by this point and explicit sexual talk about what he wants to do with the 15-year-old, this is where allegedly Cammy offered to send Liz a picture of his dick. We don't have a screenshot of the specific message where this offer came through, as he deleted it soon after it was sent. What we do have is the fallout where Cammy has talked about how sorry he is that he offered to send his dick to this minor, and strong references to what could have possibly happened with this lost notification. Okay, does somebody, real quick, does somebody have the original tweet of the allegation that haha yeah tweeted? Because he mentioned something that I thought was like pretty fucking weird, but it's like deleted now. Does somebody have the original screenshot of what haha yeah tweeted? I don't know if I'll ever be able to find it. Fuck. Because he mentioned something that was so AIDS, and I wanted to talk about it. I want the original tweet. Maybe it's on the subreddit. How does nobody have this screenshot? Nobody's DMing me. All right, well, you guys are fucking useless. When the guy that dropped this doc tweeted it out, right? He said Cammy was talking to a 15-year-old, right? Cammy is 18 turning 19. 18 turning 19. Isn't that such like a slimy way to put it? Oh, well, he's turning 19 next month, but that's not how ages work. He's 18. Next month, he'll be 19. But like the way that it was worded was they were like artificially like increasing the age to make it seem even worse or something. I just thought that was really like slimy or something. Just say that he's 18. Why do you have to mention like the relevance of like how 19, like he's turning 19 next month? Okay, cool. And if they have, yeah, exactly. If there's similar birthdays, it would be she's 15 turning 16 and he's fucking 18 turning 19. So it's like, what the fuck? Yeah, so literally like, look at this, right? Yesterday, me and some friends found out Cammy, someone I considered a friend for nearly a year, had been having disgusting and explicit conversations with a girl he knew to be 15. Cam is 18 turning 19. There's a document below with all of the proof and context. Cam is 18 turning 19. It's just so retarded. It's just so obvious to me they literally wanted to call him a fucking pedophile. Cause like, why else would you mention that then? I saw that in my notifs, Cam. Oops. Why would you ask that? I don't know, I'm sorry. I forgive you. You promise? Yeah, I promise. I made things awkward, haven't I? Caught me by surprise, not gonna lie. I'm sorry. It's fine. I still consider you my friend, so you won't lose me. It doesn't seem fine. I forgive you, okay? You promise? Yeah, I promise. Okay, sorry. I forgive you, Cam. Should I go? No, please don't. I don't hate you or anything at all. Well, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. Then you tried to call. Shit. Oh, it was an accident. Cam, it's fine. Calm down. You won't lose me or anything. I don't hate you or anything. Just calm down. I'm just making sure. I'm gonna go home right now, so I'm probably gonna be busy tonight. Okay, what are you doing tonight? Gaming, probably? Sounds fun. Hopefully you have a good time. Yeah, I will. Thanks. No problem. You okay, though? Yeah, I'm fine. Still feel bad. Don't over-stress about it, okay? I'll try not to. You won't lose me, okay? I'll always be around. I feel so bad for this kid. I really do, man. It's so obvious, like, he has no ability to talk to, like, women or anything like that. So he's, like, doing a bunch of shit he has no fucking idea about, right? But he, at the same time, like, he's obviously super conscious about what he's doing. He's trying not to make sure to be, like, too fucking weird. Should he engage in this at all? Obviously not. But it's like, how can you be mad at this guy? I don't understand, right? And he, like, clearly, like, has fucking trust issues, right? And he put all his like faith and trust into this one girl. Now, it's foolish of him to put this much trust in somebody that he just started talking to, right? Normally, when you talk to people, you have to talk to them for like months or even fucking years before you develop like that level of like trust. You can't just like talk to somebody on the first day and instantly like expect them to, you know, have your best interests in mind and stuff like that, right? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know, I just feel bad for him. Like he's stupid for getting into this shit in the first place, but it's like, fuck, man. Like, it's not like a mistake where I'm just like, ah, fuck this guy, he deserves it, haha. I just feel bad for him. Like, it's pathetic, but I don't know, man. Liz isn't innocent in this at all, but she's a kid and was influenced too. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hesitant to go after her too, because she is like a kid too, but it's just like, I just look at this shit. I just feel bad. I feel bad for Cammy. Like, he seems to be like the primary person here who got fucked over. I don't know. It seems like he got done dirty by like all of his fucking friends, and that seems kind of evil. Next day. April 6th. This brings into play the fact that Cam potentially wanted to start a relationship with this minor he had been sexting. He becomes upset that she was just playing along and expresses that he has some kind of feelings for Lizard, while once again bringing up that what he's doing is wrong, as well as being self-aware somehow makes it okay. There's a lot of insecurity in these messages, but obviously even though Cam is well aware of the potential consequences of his actions, he doesn't stop talking to Liz inappropriately or calling her pet names. He guilt trips Liz about not feeling like she's into it as he is, but the guilt/insecurity is very short-lived. Damn, we're really doing this now, huh? I guess. It's like what you wanted, haha. I'll sit on your face. You like to do that, won't you? Okay, whatever, this is fucking answer. I thought I was just your friend. Well, you are. I'm just kind of, you know. So you're just playing along. Yeah, okay then. Is that bad? Kinda. Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'll just go. No, I'm sorry. It's fine. You don't have to go. I don't. I feel bad about it. I do feel like you, it feels wrong. I do kind of like you, it just feels wrong. I know, but I shouldn't have thought that there was an element of exclusivity, attraction, or that it was special. Feels wrong to me, to be honest. What does? Like, you're older than me and you felt something towards me, and I do somewhat, but not really. Yeah, that's fair. I kind of feel wrong about it too. What got you to feel like something like that? Was it the conversations? I don't really know what like that is, to be honest. I don't think it's like feelings. It's more of I don't want to feel used, I guess. That's understandable. Since you said I'm the only person who gives you affection, so it's more of like a convenience of circumstances, I guess. Well, no one really gives me affection as much as you do, which is what I appreciated a lot, to be honest, and so I'm giving that back to you. That makes sense, but you're only giving that affection because you're receiving it. Well, yeah, so that it doesn't come off as I don't like you or anything. I like talking to you. I like the affection you give me. It's nice. I like giving it back to you. Can I ask why you like giving it back to me? Because it feels right. I like making people happy. I like making you happy. Right. So it just because I'm giving you affection. Nope. It's not just that. Then what else is it? I can come by myself. I don't want to over exhaust you. That's a fucking quote right there. Unless you don't want me to go. I don't want you to go. Okay, I'll stay. I'm gonna try to figure out myself and try to fix myself mentally. Yeah, of course. I wish you luck with that. Oh, thanks. No problem. You're so sweet. Shush, you're sweet too. So I guess he gets wind that maybe he's not the only person that she's talking to, and he kind of gets upset by that, and he's like questioning or whatever. He's definitely insecure. I mean, that's obviously like a reality here. He's definitely insecure. I think he was smart enough to like realize like what was going to happen eventually, but he was just kind of like blinded by his own fucking, you know, he was blinded. Let's just be honest, all right? He was thinking with the wrong head, so to speak. You know what I mean? I don't know what else I'm supposed to like take from that though. He guilt trips Liz about not feeling like she's as into it as he is. Was that guilt tripping? I didn't really see it as guilt tripping. I just saw it as more like insecurity. All right, April 7th. Most of the conversations on the 7th contained more pet names, talk of spanking, sexual conversations, even a tame conversation about food Liz was making quickly turned sexual, talk of how he would pay her back, weirdly implying that if they were to have sex, that he would have to be gentle so she wouldn't get indigestion. April 10th, there was explicit talk of groping, hickeys, and choking, as well as name calling, including darling whore and calling Liz naughty. I like how like the person that wrote this document is like live fucking like tweeting, basically like live covering, like they're giving like a fucking, you know, commentary analysis on like sexting, two kids sexting, basically. You know what I mean? April 13th, even though Cam explicitly says the conversations they were having aren't appropriate, he doesn't stop acting flirtatious in the conversations. He points out why what he's done is wrong. He acknowledges the age gap, how he's taking advantage of Liz, and the hypocrisy, and still goes on to mention that he's naked. What? He calls Liz cute, and then immediately starts engaging with sexual conversations less than 15 minutes later. Obviously, the content of these messages are incredibly upsetting and disturbing. At the very least, cringe. Holy shit, dude. All right, hold on now. This sentence right here. Obviously, the content of these messages are incredibly upsetting and disturbing. At the very least, cringe. That's a little bit of a different thing, isn't it? These messages are fucked up and disturbing and wrong, but I mean, at least they're just a little bit cringe. That's two different things, dude. What's more disturbing is that Cam demonstrated multiple times that he knew what he was doing was wrong, but he did it all anyway, setting himself up to continue this pattern of behavior if not called out. Liz met this person in a moment of personal weakness in the wake of a relationship that had just ended, and Cam moved in to take advantage of Liz while ignoring everything that was obviously wrong. Even as the document is written on April 17, 2022, Cam is talking flirtatiously with Liz and calling her cute. There's no room for this kind of behavior from someone who wants to grow a platform in this community. What kind of bullshit is this, man? What does that mean? There's no room for this behavior from somebody who wants to grow a platform in this community. That sounds like retardation. If you want a lot of subs, buddy, you best be stopped acting like this, man. Get back in line. What kind of gay shit is this? There's no room for this in this community. Okay, if he was like an actual pedophile, which is what they want him to like, what they want him to be, because let's be honest, they want him to be a pedophile, right? If I thought somebody was a pedophile, I wouldn't tell them the commentary community isn't gonna have room for you, buddy. You're a pedophile. No, I'd be like, you're a sick fuck who deserves to be shot in the head, you sick, disgusting pedophile. That's how I would talk to a pedophile. I wouldn't be like, well, you're a pedophile, man, and if you want to have a platform in the commentary community, you shouldn't be a pedophile. What? Nobody talks like that. Doesn't make any sense, dude. Why are we talking about platforms in the commentary community? That's gay. Who talks like this? Jesus Christ.